Halloween.
Fucking good. It's gonna be epic, motherfuckers. Yeah! It doesn't have to be. You leave that there and you eat the fuck out of that candy while we're arguing about candy.
Hello, Mars Company for fucking good sponsorship.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yep. And speaking of sponsorships, I'm a big fan of Jack Daniel's Old Number 7. If you'd like to send me all of your Tennessee whiskey.
You know, I almost bought Jägermeister.
Okay.
And that was just like, I don't know why.
That's not Tennessee whiskey.
I do not miss that. Like, I do not miss Jaeger hangovers, dude. Holy crap. On Hot Rock Club. The worst thing is having the whiskey shits on top of the beer shits.
All right, cool. So what we're doing is we're doing the old Halloween Sweet 16. So basically, how this works, kids, is a Sweet 16 bracket. You have one candy versus one candy. We sit here. We can have about 5 to 10 seconds of deliberation per person per candy, and then as a team we decide or argue to what candy moves on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, and then so on and so forth until there can be only one. So it's like Highlander except with
There can be only one.
All right. So first and foremost, I think this is an easy boot here, but the first and foremost is old school Hershey's milk chocolate candy bar or Branch's candy corn.
Candy
Old
corn.
school Hershey's.
You're
Candy
for old
corn.
school. You're
Candy
for
corn.
you like candy corn. You're for candy corn, dude.
I know the oddball.
That's how you
I'm on the oddball list, dude. I actually like candy corn. That's crazy. There's 3 people there who are up for the candy.
That doesn't
corn,
often happen.
Candy
No.
corn special. So candy corn beats old school Hershey's. Boom, one down. All right. Up next, you have Nerds candy
Ooh.
versus Smarties. Remember the Smarties?
Nerds.
And the thing?
It's
Nerds?
Smarties.
Nerds.
You're going with Smarties?
That's a tough one. I almost want both.
I gotta go, my personal, I like Nerds. As a kid, you'd always have the containers with the one side that were like purple and
I
one
never
side that were
thought
pink. And
this is already starting off different because I never thought I would choose freaking candy corn over Hershey's.
You straight
but I
up,
did.
yeah, you did, man. See, you learn something new about yourself every day. So I gotta go Nerds. So you're with Smarties?
Oh, it's definitely Smarties.
You're Smarties.
Oh yeah.
Nerds or Smarties?
Oh, nerds.
Nerds.
I'm still on the fence about it. 'Cause
So
I prefer the taste of Nerds.
Smarties had nostalgic feel.
Yeah, yeah.
They have just a little bit better flavor too. The Smarties really takes it. It's got the tartness in it. I don't know. Nerds kind of do too. But
Okay, so we're
Yeah, so
trying.
I have the, yes, you're right. So like I have the moment where the saliva hits and like it washes and you're like,
yeah. Well, I mean, you know.
imagine that's what everyone does.
But you get the twist and the drop with the Smarties.
So which one? Nerds or Smarties?
I'm going
Gotta do it.
Smarties.
So Smarties. So that puts us at a 2-way tie there.
Okay.
So we have to go to the coin flip of doom.
Coin flip a doom.
Boom. The coin flip of doom. I got a quarter right here. All right. Heads is Nerds. Tails is gonna be Smarties. All right. Over by the bottle, and we are on heads. So heads is Nerds. Nerds moves on. So that's right, kids. Round 2 will be candy corn versus Nerds. But continuing on with round 1, we've got a couple of really big heavy hitters here, kids. We are gonna go Reese's peanut butter cups versus Snickers.
Snickers.
It's gotta be Snickers.
Snickers.
As much as I like Reese's,
Oh
I just can't do it.
The versatility of peanut butter cups astounds me to this day.
Yes.
I'm gonna go peanut butter cups.
I have to go peanut butter cups too because frozen Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups are just a thing of legend. So yet again another tie. So another coin flip of doom. Heads is Reese's, tails is Snickers.
Good.
Oh, all right.
Interference.
Call
I
it
call it interference.
Snickerdoodle.
You call it interference. It's
Heads.
It's heads. All right. So Reese's moves on. 2 heads in a row. 2 heads in a row. All right, kids. So
Good Saturday night.
moving right along, the next round is going to feature 2 old school candies. First is going to be Twix,
Ooh, I just had Twix.
and the second is going to be the Toblerone.
What the hell is that?
Toblerone. They have little pyramids, and like they have the secret imaging where like you think it's a mountain, but really it's a
I grew up in a border town.
So Twix.
So you're
But
going
we
with
got
Twix.
tamales.
Easy Twix right there.
Yeah.
I will also go with Twix because I thought the Toblerone was like a. It always reminded me of like my grandma's house. They're very like.
Yeah. Like a dry dark chocolate or something.
It was like a dark chocolate. Like it was like a. I would say it was good, but it just was something you'd like see at a at your grandparents' house. It's not the cool key.
Yeah, I might have to go with Twix too.
Hands down Twix.
All right, so Twix easily
Unanimous.
walks away. So round 2 will feature Twix versus Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Continuing on with round 3, the Battle of the Pieces. We are going to have Reese's Pieces versus M&M's. Reese's Pieces versus plain M&M's. The good old-fashioned brown package,
Yep,
plain
right there.
M&M's. So what do you think, Mike?
M&M's. M&M's.
Okay. Okay.
That's how you gotta say it.
M&M.
Because you got a mouthful of them. You go, it's hard to pronounce M.
I'm gonna say Reese's Pieces only because they were such a treat for me. I didn't get them very often, but I got M&Ms all the time.
I don't like the candy outside of the Reese's Pieces. The Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups are good, but not the candy outside of it.
I got you.
Wow. Okay.
M&M's has to take it for me. I mean, it's a classic. It's chocolate, but most importantly, peanut butter doesn't stack up to milk chocolate.
Ooh.
It's got to be M&M's.
That's controversial.
Now, M&M's, obviously, you guys all 3 went for it, so they're going to win this one. Wait, no, you went for Reese's. What did you go
Oh,
for?
Reese's Pieces. Yeah.
You went Reese's? Okay, well, I also I'm leaning with Reese's Pieces because, specifically as a child, I always remember how I'd eat them. I'd always take them, and I'd crush them, and I'd eat them. I'd take them, and I'd
But
crush them, and I'd
they
eat them.
copied off of M&M's.
They did,
M&M's came
but
out
for
first.
some reason, they always seemed easier. I don't know what I did. It was kind of different, but I always remember that. So, while I agree that M&M's is like one of the staples and foundations of what candy should be, I prefer Reese's myself. So we're gonna go Reese's. So that means a coin flip of doom.
Woo.
Heads is M&M's. Tails is Reese's. Mike, what's the call there, buddy?
Heads again.
Heads again. So man, that's 3 in a row. So M&M's wins. M&M's is moving on to round number 2. All right. So I
I
think
get heads 3 times in a row.
I think this is gonna be an easy one. Really, I do.
I'm going for it, guys.
Almond Joy versus Mounds.
Throw the whole segment away.
Not licorice. Get it.
Neither. You're abstaining.
I'm bipolar on this one.
What's that?
I'm bipolar on this one. Both. Is that possible? I can't choose one or the other.
You don't like them or you do like them?
Oh, both. I equally. They have their place. They need to be eaten together, literally.
Polar opposites. I think we can count that as 1 and 1.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
You know.
It's easy
what's
for me.
yours?
I'll go Almond Joy. Mounds is fine. It's dark chocolate. Almond Joy is milk chocolate, but they got the almonds, and so I go Almond Joy. It's fine. I'm not crazy about either, but I don't.
Yeah, I agree with you. So
Almond
it's
Joy.
3 for Almond Joy.
Yep, Almond Joy moving on. All right, that was easy. Almond Joy moving on to face M&M's, classic M&M's in the 3rd round. And the last bracket in the 1st round. Twizzlers versus Laffy Taffies. Laffy Taffy?
No, hands down.
Yeah.
Laffy Taffy.
All right, yeah, I mean, I could go either way. I do like a banana Laffy Taffy. Yes or no on banana candy? No on banana
Not
candy?
at all.
Yes or no on
Yes.
banana candy?
Yeah, well, it
Yes
depends
or
on
no?
the
Very little.
No, see, people either love it, like it's their
I
favorite.
think Munch was the only good banana candy.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, Orange moves on. I'm doing my own little mini crew.
All right, so Laffy Taffy's moving on to the 3rd round. The final 1st round bracket of the evening is going to have the original Crunch Bar with all of its wafer goodness versus Don't Lay a Finger on That Butterfinger.
Uh-oh.
Crunch bar.
Crunch Bar?
Dude. Butterfingers have a thing to where they last forever in your mouth.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like...
Yeah, they do. I think that's a scientific fact. I think that they are just like dense. The density in the Butterfinger is just like, I'm here for a while, man.
This is a tough game because I love peanut butter.
That's funny.
I'm going
Yeah.
Butterfinger. I'm going Butterfinger myself.
Double.
Butterfinger, Crunch
Crunch,
Bar.
crunch.
And you're going Crunch also?
Yeah, because I remember lots of like frozen crunch, you know what I'm saying,
Gotcha.
nights, you know.
Okay, so
I asked my...
coin flip of doom.
You guys can call this. As a kid, I actually preferred Crunch Bars. Because Butterfinger was too dry.
Gotcha.
But yeah, once I developed taste buds and didn't have my steak well done,
Yeah.
I started appreciating butter. Perfect.
So you're sticking with Butterfinger, or are you gonna turn?
I'm sticking with Butterfinger because
Okay.
that's the.
Well, you're gonna say originally Crunch.
Yeah.
Okay, so heads is Crunch, tails is Butterfinger. Finger boot down, or finger boot down. Ah, wrestling.
How about
Wrestling. Yay, wrestling. No, coin flip it down.
If it's heads again, I'm contesting the whole thing. Here I start over.
It is.
It is.
Ah.
That's 4 flips in a row with it going heads. All right, so Crunch bar
Time to hit the east
is
side.
moving on. So
I don't like this already.
that's where we're at. Going to round 2 on the bracket. We got the heavy hitters and some sleepers. So first round is going to be the Branches Candy Corn versus Nerds.
Let's
Nerd.
go. Man, it's tough. It's really, really tough.
It's I'm going with the season, the reason for the season, so I'm going candy corn.
Wow. I was just gonna do the opposite.
You were going Runts?
No,
Or Nerds?
I was gonna go Nerds because I only eat candy corn during the
Halloween. Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
I don't know how any of you can eat candy corn. It's the most disgusting candy I've ever had in my life. It sticks to your teeth. It's funky. I don't know how anybody even liked
A
it.
lot of people
Get
say
it out.
it's like wax. They like
It's
it
horrid.
wax.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I've heard that crap.
Unbelievable.
I've got to go Nerds over Candy Corn here. So that's Nerds.
I feel you candy corn.
You're going Candy Corn still?
Yeah.
All right.
Nerds.
Nerds. Nerds. All right. Nerds is moving on to the final 4. Second round of round 2 features the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup versus the Twix Candy Bar.
Reese's versus Twix.
Man,
Twix, that's a no-brainer.
really?
I don't know.
You're always on the go though. You're always.
I'm thinking Reese's this time.
Reese's. I'm with you on Reese's. I gotta go Reese's.
I'm the fighter here. It really just depends on my mood, man. But yeah, if I have to choose one over the other one, probably Twix.
Wow.
All right, so that's 2 for 2. So we have to go. In order to get into the finals, we've got to rely on a coin flip here. So
Oh man.
heads is Reese's, tails is Twix. I don't like these odds for Twix here.
That's how culture this group is, by the way. That we're so divided that.
Tails. Tails finally took one. Tails got the win. Twix is moving on. Twix is moving on. Twix is moving on. And the crowd goes on. All right, Twix is going to the final 4. Upset over Reese's, in my opinion, but that's all right. So we had, was it Old School M&Ms that won? That's correct, over Reese's Pieces, right?
Yep.
Old School M&Ms
Oh no
won?
no no! I thought Reese's Pieces won.
Did Reese's
It was
Pieces?
a head flip.
I thought it was a head flip, so it was Old School M&Ms.
Okay.
That's
Old
favorite
School,
M&Ms.
Old School M&Ms versus the Almond Joy.
I remember this one.
Yep, Old School M&Ms versus Almond Joy.
Almond Joy.
Almond Joy?
M&M's.
M&M's? M&M's? I gotta go M&M's because I'm not super crazy about Almond Joy. So
How many times from the
If I have to choose between those two, definitely Almond Joy.
It's
Yeah,
your
so
house.
I know.
all right,
I'm
so
not mad about it. I'm
M&M's
saying.
is moving on to the final 4, Halloween Sweet 16 final 4, last round of round 2. We have the Laffy Taffy versus the Old School Crunch Bar.
I'm just figuring out where this is going to end up, and I'm not liking this choice.
Laffy Taffy versus Crunch Bar.
Yep, Laffy Taffy versus Crunch Bar.
You know what? For the culture, Laffy Taffy.
For the culture, Laffy Taffy. All right.
I mean, from 5 years old on, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's been Laffy Taffy.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
still go to a Laffy Taffy and read the joke.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
man.
I agree with you on that. Like, I personally want the Crunch Bar, but you're right. If really the world was the way in on that, and the times and the culture, you're right. Laffy Taffy would take it. I agree.
That's easy. I'll go Laffy Taffy too over the Crunch Bar. Not a huge fan of the Crunch Bar. No, I'm Laffy Taffy.
You don't even need milk. I'll just do that after you.
Laffy Taffy sweeps the Crunch Bar.
Yep.
All right, we're in the final 4. Final 4, kids. We have Nerds versus Twix.
I don't like this choice.
Nerds versus Twix.
Twix.
Mm.
Twix.
in order to take too much time on it.
Yeah, it's Twix. It's Twix. I mean, it's a traditional. But how often do you get nerds? You know, it's just like
Okay.
Not enough.
Clearly not enough.
So I'm on Twix.
You're on Twix.
Because it's just common denominator.
I'm gonna stay Twix because it's easier for me to. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
My second
Twix. Twix is moving on to the. Twix is
How childish
may
would you
possibly be the last man standing. Old school M&Ms versus Laffy Taffy.
be? Eminem.
M&M's, definitely.
M&Ms.
He said that.
Laffy Taffy. M&Ms.
Eminem.
Coin flip can make it go, but I gotta go Laffy Taffy. The banana Laffy Taffy, man. I gotta give it up. Banana Laffy Taffy. All right, so heads, M&Ms, tails, Laffy Taffy.
It's
Heads, old school M&Ms is moving on.
so it's Eminem versus Twix.
So the final, yes sir, the absolute finals to figure out the absolute best Halloween candy. M&Ms
It's freaking
versus
M&Ms.
Twix.
Freaking M&Ms. Freaking M&Ms. It's
Man,
M&Ms.
that's
Now, this is-
McDonald's and Burger
It's the original. It's like the OG of candy. It's like we OG,
Oh, no.
M&M's OG.
You're
Same
right.
thing.
I was feeling that. I almost said something similar. Like you're right because I want to say Twix, but as far as you're right, how do you beat M&M's? They really are the
Right. They
contender.
heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah. As a connoisseur,
That's a
of-
hard one, man.
As a connoisseur of the marvelous M&M's facility in Las Vegas, I will honestly say that while I prefer peanut M&Ms myself, or even peanut butter M&Ms myself, over the original, given the choices at hand, I will cast my vote for the original M&M. Over,
Me too.
Over Twix.
I will for this round for sure. This is fair. I mean,
Yep. So M&Ms,
still gonna go
M&Ms,
Twix.
M&Ms,
Yeah, you can never.
and Twix.
No kid is gonna get mad at you for giving them M&Ms.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, there it is, the Sweet 16, Halloween Sweet 16. The winner,
Congratulations.
M&M's.
I think it's great.